and welcome back to a brand new video. So the Metropole Hotel, there's a significant story what has been released today. So we're gonna have a bit of a walk around and I'll tell you a bit more about the story. Like I say, it's a bit of a breaking story for Blackpool, and also a little bit of the history of this hotel also. So come and join me on this one. And the Grand Metropole, this one was opened up in 1785, and it was opened up as the Bailey's Hotel, and it is famous because this is the only one that is actually on the promenade itself. And it also became Butlins well back 1955 if memory serves me correct, and it was renamed the Grand Metropole in 1998, and then Britannia Hotels took over in 2004, so that's 22 years ago. It's originally known, like I said, as Bailey's Hotel Inn, and it was actually built by a farmer, Lawrence Bailey, and he opened it up all the way back in 1785. In fact, it was June 14th, 1785, that is some years ago. And it was briefly also known as the Higher Royal Hotel and the Rossall's Dickson Hotel in 1855, returning to its former name, the Bailey's Hotel, and it was rebranded as the Hotel Metropole in 1896 by Mr. Murphy. And also a little bit more information. It's actually quite interesting. Like I said, there's so much history about Blackpool, but this one hosted the first ever meeting of Blackpool Town Council all the way back in April 1876. So the exterior hasn't been touched, or this side, for many years. And you see it's in that sort of like striking red brick facade and Victorian architecture. Absolutely amazing building, this one. So just on the side of the hotel, you can see this what some of the rooms used to be like, and you can even see how old this like sort of the decor is. You know, for like the windows. Look at that 0871, 13p a minute. That's how old these pictures. And back in the day, they used to have little afternoon teas. You can see there with the old cheesecake and the scones there with the leather settees. And there's been many. Look at that, the old website for Pontins. There you go, visit for more details. Look, Pontins, we're just mentioning about Pontins earlier on. Some of the entertainment they used to have on this one. But like I said, this one is now being handed back within 3 months. So like I said, we're going to have a walk around. I'll tell you a bit more about this breaking news. Let's get on to the story, the breaking news. So Blackpool Council and the Home Office have issued a major update on the use of this hotel from because it's been housing visitors from abroad, shall we say. Like I said, there's been a huge statement announced, and this one is going to be handed back by the end of 2026, end of July 2026. All the visitors who are located here, apparently they're moving out of Blackpool into other accommodation. And like I said, this is going to be handed back to Britannia Hotels, and they've got a huge chain of hotels, including the North Castle also. So we'll just have a bit of a walk around the other side of the hotel, and around 140 to 220 people were initially moved in to the hotel due to the huge demand. And I'm not too sure what the numbers are on there now, but it is a 200-bed hotel. And like I said, this is going to be handed back to the Britannias. And also, did you know there used to be an air raid shelter? We did actually do a video, and like I said, during the Second World War, people used to come underneath the car park and shelter. But Blackpool, you know, escaped a lot of the bombing. The reason being because Hitler wanted to use Blackpool as his own, shall we say, his own like playground. So like I said, the Metropole is an incredible hotel, and there's been all sorts of activity, shall we say, in regards to this one. And like I said, with the that breaking news from the Home Office and the Council, that 3 months, I mean, that will soon fly. So I wonder what will happen to this one. Will Britannia Hotels sell it? Will they keep it? Will they regenerate it? I'm sure it will need an awful lot of work once it gets handed back. And like I said, it'd be an interesting one to keep your eye on. So let me know in the comments, you know, are you excited to have this one back? Let me know in the comments. And this one is been open to the visitors since 2021, and a lot of people say, you know, it shouldn't have never been handed, you know, to that group of people. Like I said, it's great. Like I said, there will have to be an awful lot of investment into this one. So it'd be interesting, you know, if Britannia Hotels, you know, end up putting it on the market, will they invest heavily? It certainly will need a lot of work spending over that, but you know, hopefully it'll create more jobs for Blackpool, you know, more waiting staff. You know, will there be a restaurant in there? Will it return to its former glory? That's what everybody wants to know. Like I said, there'll be an awful lot of money needed to be pumped in, but like I said, it is great for Blackpool and the local economy. So like I said, let me know all your thoughts, what you think, and well, yeah, you know, if it become a hotel, will you be staying here? That's another good one. So you can just imagine all those years ago when it was a hotel, people were looking out the windows and seeing the wonderful, iconic North Pier. Just imagine, you know, on every sunset, seeing a starling show. You know, when you're having your evening meal, how wonderful would that be? And also seeing the crashing waves in the stormy conditions. So I think what we're going to do now, I'm going to have a bit of a look at Central Pier, because last time I was there, they was taking the sign down. Let's go and have a look and just see what it looks like with no sign. And you can see the old bank, the old counting house is now full of scaffolding. So I'd imagine that's getting quite a bit of work doing to it. Who remembers the former Yates? And it's now that Premier Inn. And there used to be a pet shop also attached. There was an awful, horrible fire, and he destroyed many a building. Things have changed in Blackpool. And the old grocers and the little gift shop next to Robert's Oyster Rooms, and apparently that one it's been taken down. Apparently they are rebuilding that one, but apparently it's becoming a couple of flats. So I'd imagine that'll be like an Airbnb, something like that. But yeah, that's the rumour. A couple of flats are being built in its place. So just heading towards the Central Pier, just cheated, just jumped on the bike, just speeds it up a little bit, and you do get a little bit more for your money, as they say. And it is Thursday, the weekend is nearly upon us. I wonder what Blackpool will be like the weekend. And the weather in Blackpool at the moment is really, really nice. There's a bit of a mixture between overcast and sunny conditions, and in fact we've actually got a fire engine near Central Pier, so I don't think there's anything wrong. We'll go and have a bit of a look while we check the sign out. But yeah, so we've got the old emergency services at the Central Pier. So as we weave a little closer to Central Pier, you can see there's a couple of fire engines. So I'm not too sure what is going on. Looks like a lot of people, or the guys did go in through the arcade way. And I wonder if there's possibly a false alarm or something interesting. So you just see some of the fire crew just walking past that little food stand. So whether it was a safety check or a possible false alarm, something. But looks like they're going all the way to the bottom of the pier. And Central Pier is without its sign. You can see that it used to say Central Pier. It's now gone, and they're just awaiting that brand new sign to be put up. Like I said, within the next few weeks, possibly a month. And a lot of people are saying, you know, will it be illuminated? So I'd imagine It probably would. So yeah, the Central Pier. And I believe it was about 1980, the previous sign was there. And we can see the Vauxhall Market is opened up late Thursday afternoon. I'd imagine this one will be open quite late when the season really does start. Like I say, it's a great little market. And if you've never been in, some of the back space isn't being used at the market, but they sell all sorts of little goodies and treasures on the Vauxhall Road. I'm just going to cut through Dale Street where Chris Higgins, look, he's packed up for the day. He's had an early finish, hasn't he? And I'm sure he should be putting some late shifts in. But no, he does a great one. Like I said, he's always got something to say to everybody. And that's Chris Higgins, just on Dale Street. So we're going to head over towards the Bonny Street Market and just see how busy it is. Just before the closing, in fact. It's actually all closing time around 5 p.m. today. And just on Bonny Street itself, you can see there the Pump and Truncheon, formerly the number 13, and that's changed its name back to the old Pump and Truncheon. I said we'll just head over towards Bonny Street Market. Like I said, it is very late in the day. In fact, they've actually got some flags, something new is on the market. Let's go and check it out. And let's just have a quick mooch around, very quick one. And you can see the market is still open. So they are open 9 till 5, weather pending. I'd imagine like in the season time, they'll probably stay open that little later on. Like I said, there's always something for everybody. Not gonna go all the way around. Like I said, just a bit of a look. Like I said, it's not holiday season at the moment, but like I said, it's certainly a few people venturing in probably after work, grabbing their bargains. And was filming here once, and all the clothes were blowing all over. Absolutely horrible day that was. But yeah, great little market. If you've never been to this one, go and check this one out on Bonny Street. All these are made of shipping containers. They did a fantastic job. They really did work hard. They certainly put the graft in. Seaside souvenirs, and that's those flags we noticed. You can see, so that's a bit of a new addition. Football merchandise. There you go. So you got all the famous ones there. So yeah, great little market, this one. So that is the end of today's video. Like I said, breaking news in Blackpool, and magnificent news if you ask me. Let's just hope, you know, that wonderful Metropole Hotel doesn't end up like the old Parisine and just become derelict. And I mean, just look at the state of that. Absolutely criminal. So until next time, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It's completely free and you'll be notified of all the upcoming videos. And until next time, look after yourselves. It's a bye from me. It's a bye from Blackpool. Take care. Bye-bye.